Hi everyone, welcome back to this video series on the Comptia Network Plus course, uploading files. To upload a file to an FTP server, you've got to have the rights on that specific server. These rights are assigned on a directory by directory basis. To upload a file, log in and then follow these steps. At the FTP command prompt, type 1cd to navigate to the directory on the local machine where the file resides. Type cd to navigate to the destination directory. Set the file type to ASCII or binary. Use the push command to upload the file. The syntax for the push command looks something like this: FTP greater than push local file destination file. Let's say you want to upload a file called one-text on the local server, but you want it to be called my text on the destination server. To accomplish that, use the following command: FTP push one.text my.text. You'll get the following response: 200 port, command successful, 150 opening binary mode data connection for colwin.zip, 226 transfer complete, 743622 bytes sent in 0.55 seconds, 1352.04 kbytes sec. When you're finished with the FTP utility, just type quit to return to the command prompt. Using the Telnet utility. Part of the TCP/IP protocol suite, Telnet is a virtual terminal protocol utility that allows you to make connections to remote devices, gather information and run programs. Telnet was originally developed to open terminal sessions from remote Unix workstations to Unix servers. Although it's still used for that purpose, we now use it as a broadcasting tool as well. Figure 1714 shows the basic Telnet interface as it's being used to start a terminal session on a remote Unix host. In today's Windows environments, Telnet is a basic command line tool for testing TCP connections. You can telnet to any TCP port to see if it's responding, something that's especially useful when checking simple mail transfer protocol and HTTP web ports. As you learned back in Chapter 6, Introduction to the Internet Protocol, each upper layer service in a TCP stack has a number for its address, and by default each network service that uses a particular address will respond to a TCP request on that specific port. How to enable Telnet in Windows. Because most people have the Windows 10 operating system running on their PC these days, it's good to know that by default these operating systems install without Telnet. That should be available, but there's a way around that if you really must have a Telnet client enabled in these operating systems. And here's how to do it. Open Control Panel, select Programs and Features. In the left column, select Windows features on or off. Get ready for the annoying user account control UAC prompt, and then enter your name and password. Select the Telnet checkbox and any other obscure services you may want enabled, and wait while Windows thinks for a while and then reboots. Now you can go to Start and then type Telnet in the Start search box to get a Telnet window to open for you. You can also open a DOS prompt and just type Telnet from there. Here are the options that Windows provides with Telnet. C minus close current connections. D minus displays operating parameters. O open hostname port, connect to hostname default port 23, Q minus Q, quit, exit Telnet, set options type, set question mark for a list, send strings to a server, st minus status, print status information, u minus onset options type, onset question mark for a list, question mark h help, print help information. Don't use Telnet, use secure shell. What I just told you how to use Telnet, and now I'm telling you not to use it. That's right. Don't use Telnet. Telnet is totally insecure because it sends all data in crystal clear text, including your name and password, and I'm pretty sure that's already bad thing these days. If Microsoft doesn't even enable it on its latest OS, then you know it really must be insecure. So if you shouldn't use Telnet, what should you use instead? Secure Shell SSH is your answer. It provides the same options as Telnet plus a lot more, but most important, it doesn't send any data in clear text. The thing is, your servers, routers and other devices need to be enabled with SSH, and it's not configured by default on most devices. Some configuration is usually necessary if you want things to work as they really should, and yes, sometimes it's a little painful to get everything running smoothly, but it's all worth it in the long run. Personally, I disable Telnet on all my routers and use SSH exclusively. Summary: in this chapter you learned about many utilities for using and troubleshooting TCP/IP. These utilities include GUI tools like protocol analyzers, throughput testers and connectivity software like remote desktop, and they include command line utilities like tracer, ping, ARP, netstat, NBT, stat, IP, config, ifconfig and nslookup. You also learned how these utilities are used, including their various options and switches, and how they all affect the use of utilities. Finally, you learned about how these utilities work within the TCP/IP suite. So I'm going to here today for this video. If you like listening, please consider like, sharing, subscribing and give me a thumbs up. Thank you.